Good afternoon, nation, and welcome to Sully and Washington University, Arkansas. Getting ready for some softball here. It's the second of GAC conference play. You're watching playing host to the number 24 team in the country, the Harding Bisons. So they gained that number 24 next to their name this Monday in the total record of 13-5 and 2-1 in GAC play. They won the series last weekend against Southeast Oklahoma. Tigers coming in at 4-12, all 3 in GAC play by the Bison Baptist this past weekend here at Sully Anderson Field. Are going to have a little bit of camera technical difficulties today. This is the first stream we've had with the trailer down here, so trying to work out a few bugs. So camera 1 might be cutting in and out. We're going to try to get that fixed. And we are about to get underway. Starting pitcher, the right-handed number 19, Madison Miller, coming in with a 2.30 ERA. The center field and 4. The Bisons. Miller 3-3 on the year. Her first pitch will find the zone for strike 1. That one's going to find the zone for strike 2. Fraley, a junior out of Chandler, Arizona, stepping up. The 0-2. Swung at and missed. Strike 3. Miller starts her afternoon off with a shutout. The defensive lineman for the Tigers, you've got Miller in the circle. Jones behind the plate. Rebecca first. Aaron Williams at second. Hope Wade at short. Jocelyn Aarons at third. Out in left field, you got Kendall Moyer. Center field is Heather Brown, and right field is Callie Jordan. Speaking of Aarons, that's over to her. She's going to scoop it up, get it across the diamond in time for out number 3. Or out number 2, sorry. Got ahead of myself on that one. Said running just a tiny bit behind here. Situated. Now up is Lee. Yes. That one's going to be up in the 1. We're getting the sign. Wind blowing from right to left here at Sully Anderson Field. Pretty good breeze. That one's going to be left up in the zone as well. Batting .414. No, typically be good for first on the team, but it's not. That's actually good for. This one was Nicole Shano, who just grounded out to third. Not quite sure that one missed. Might have been low to make it a 3-0 count. That one's going to be 1. Batters count here. 3-3 down to start the day. Called 2. Ariston. Step back to the rubber. That one's going to be low, and that will be ball 4. Miller now at 42 strikeouts on the season. That was her 26th walk issued. That brings up Chelsea Ship, the catcher, batting 3. She's going to foul that one for strike 1. It's a beautiful day here at Sully Anderson Field. This is game 1 of a doubleheader today, as it was supposed to be 1 game this afternoon and 2 tomorrow, but they decided to switch it up and make it 2 today and 1 tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. That one's going to miss low for ball 1. Harding, like I said, sitting at number 24 in the nation right now. They do have a couple shared opponents, the main one being Texas A&M Kingsville, who Harding beat in the first game of the season. The 1-1 swung on, fouled for strike 2. Good new ball here for Miller. Blankenship, the sophomore out of Hazlet, Texas. The 1-2 hit up the middle. Wade can't get her glove under it. They're going to wave on Harris around to third. They're going to hold her up. And that's going to be a 2-out double for Chelsea Blankenship. That put 2 runners in scoring position for Emma Curry. Curry batting .439 across 14 games. Tied for third on the team in hits with 10. We fouled back into the net for strike 1. Getting a few new balls out of the dugout here. 0-1 count now. Curry, the designated player today for the Bisons. The 0-1. Fouled back up. I think that almost hit one of our camera people. But did we're all Emma Curry, a freshman out of Washington, Oklahoma. That one's going to be fouled up, and it'll stay an 0-2 count. The 0-2, that's going to be way high. Nobody goes. So 1-2 count here, 2 outs and 2 runners on for the Bisons. Up high pace, but won't go. Like I said, the senior out of Nashville, Arkansas. Been the number 1 so the 2-2. That's a swing and a miss, and strikeout number 2 for Madison Miller, and that gets the Tigers out of the inning. We're not going to take a commercial just yet, as we'll stay here, and I'll kind of go over the starting lineups for both teams and talk a little bit more about that because I didn't get a chance to at the beginning. That'll give me time to update my scorebook as well. But for the Bison, like I said, we saw the first 5 batters there. It's Center fielder Madison Fraley. Third baseman Nicole Shano. First baseman catcher Chelsea in McCurry. Then batting sixth and playing second is Jordan Cabana. Shortstop is Hannah Jones. Right field, Hannah Garrett. Left field is Ashton Bryce. And the pitcher we're about to see for the Bisons is going to be Megan Pistocacci. They hold. I've got to make sure I pronounce that one right. Well, that's going to be the starting pitcher for the Bisons today. For the Tigers, it's Hope Wade in shortstop. Heather Brown at center field. Right field, Callie Jordan. Catching will be Jillian Jones. Then in batting fifth, it will be the pitcher Madison Miller. Then the designated player today will be Tuesday Melton. Then second base, Aaron Williams. Third base, Jesselyn Aarons. Left field, Kendall Moyer. And first baseman will be Rebecca Holloman, but she will not be hitting. Luckily, Harding does have pronunciation guides on their websites. That means I will be able to get this one correct here once it loads. Megan Pistocacci, the pitcher. Said Pistocacci. Stepping in the circle to face off against Hope Wade. Wade coming in batting .405, and she'll look at strike one. Wade, a junior out of Texas. Field, and it will be grabbed by Madison Fraley. A solid hit from Wade. 500. That brings up Heather Brown. Brown stepping in, batting .227. Beautiful off speed there for strike one. Even Pistocacci thought she was surprised that that one got called a strike. That one's going to miss inside for ball one. A 1-1 count here on Brown. Brown out of Mount Vernon, Texas. So watch strike two. That one's going to be hit, but it will go back to the line. Stays a 1-2 count. Under the direction of second-year head coach Derek Grimes and second-year assistant coach Janie Grimes. Took the Tigers to a 20-18 finish last season. That one's going to be popped up into the net. Stays a 1-2 count. Badly. Thanks. Said Brown's been slowly bringing that average up after the first few games. And that one's going to miss low for ball two. Good eye there for Brown. One out on the board here. That one's going to be hit. A great snag by Harris, the first baseman, to handle that one by herself. Can't do much about that. It was a very well hit ball from Brown, but Harris was able to just get it. I'm surprised at that one as she's laughing up there at first base. That brings up Callie Jordan, the right fielder. Jordan stepping in. Jordan batting .395 now on the season. She's had one of the hottest bats of any Ouachita Tiger this season. Watch ball one go by. Jordan out of Crystal Beach, Texas, an education major here at Ouachita. Jillian Jones, the catcher, on deck. And that one misses. Little time. So not quite sure that one missed. Good. The two called. Strike one. Dirt seniors on this year's squad. Count 2-1. Popped up over there. Two's across the board now. Two on the board here. On base. Jordan trying to get the first hit of the day. That one's going to be hit. Jones gets it in, steps with it, and gets it for out number 3. Do it for the first inning of play. No hit Bears and no Tigers. We will take a short break and be right back here on the Watch Sports Digital Network.
Hello, I'm King. I've been practicing for years. Along what it takes to be a lawyer, caring for others. You could say it's a, and it's one I've passed along. If you're in an accident, call 800. I want to help.
We be on your side. I'm Austin King. Now, law quite as long as my dad. Thanks to him, I know what it would be. I guess you could say sons and
Welcome back to Anderson Field here on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. We get top half of the second inning. Will be Garrett. So it's 6, 7, and 8 due up for Harding. Harding made a solid season. So Tigers struggled and crossed. Then they won 5. 3-game or a for another facing off against Jordan Cabana. Fairview, Texas. 2. Going to get back under and make the grab. Headed backwards. So 1 out now. The Bison have done this year and done well is score a lot of runs. It's 114-91. They also allow quite a few. Inning by inning. It will be foul for strike 1. Harding 4-2 on away games. Like I said, only played true. Played 12 neutral sites. Haven't played a game up in Harding yet. 0 home games for the Bison. All speed there will miss for ball. That one. 3-1 count now. So Hannah Jones to the box. Jones batting .236. Started far this season. That one's going to be popped up, and it's going to land in center field for a one-out single. A little blooper single there. Job done and puts the runner on for by. That brings up Eric, 1 on the year. Out of Clifton, New York. Popped up right there. That one on the pop up to the shortstop. Quick out number 2 there. Takes to the 9-hole hitter number 10, Ashton Bryce. A sophomore out of Frisco, Texas. Batting .235 on the season, making her 19th start. Runner goes. Here's the throw from Jones. A little bit low. It's going to run into the umpire. And Jones will get up and head on into third. Just throws a little bit low and an awkward bounce, but it's hard to help that when you run right into the umpire. Or the umpire more of runs into you as he was going over to cover. And he just shrugs his shoulders and says, "Sorry, coach," to Coach Grimes. So now a runner on third base for the Bisons and 2 outs. That's going to be hit, and that's going to get through, and the Bison will score first on the RBI single from Ashton Bryce. Back to the top of the lineup in Madison Fraley. Fraley from Chandler, Arizona. Runner does not go, and that will be called. Strike 1. Harding is 9-4 in the season when they score first. And they've done just that here. They're up 1-0 now. Popped foul, be strike 2. You can hear Coach Grimes say he's been talking about it all week. They're going to steal. Harding, aggressive on the bases this season. Stolen 13 bases. That one's going to be left up high in the zone. Good grab by Jones, the catcher. Sorry, scratch that. I looked at it wrong. They have stole 30 times this season. Looked at the wrong stat line. 30 stolen bases across 18 games. They've only been caught stealing 4 times. So actually, you add to that now, so it's going to be 31 from 35. The 1-2 to Fraley. Up high, but she swung at it. Strike 3. Runner goes. I don't think Jones got the strikeout on that one. That's another strikeout, the third of the day for Madison Miller. They get out of that one, only allowing the 1 run to Harding. Harding leads it 1-0 here as we get ready to the bottom half of the second inning. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
There's a place to share gossip about the office party fun, and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong, and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official, Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to like experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
To help me become
And
not
welcome
only a
back
better
to
official,
Sully
but a
Anderson
better
Field.
person.
Said, sorry about some technical difficulties today. I don't have a way to tell you if I'm back live or not yet. Usually my monitor is there, but it decided to goof up today. But Jillian Jones stepping in, the 4-hole hitter for the Tigers. First pitch called, strike one. That's going to be lifted into left. And that's going to be out of here. And Jillian Jones ties it up with a single swing of the bat here. Her second home run of the season. And just like that is a 1-1 ball game. What a hit there from Jillian Jones. A little bit of help from the wind, but still that gets out of there. And we're knotted up at 1 apiece. That brings up Madison Miller. That was the 28th earned run given up by Pasoka Shea. The 5th home run of the season given up by Harding's pitcher. He's back out. Madison Miller, the pitcher, in there. She'll look at strike one. Oh, 1 count to Miller, the senior from Nashville. So watch ball one go by. Miller batting 156 on the season. On deck, the designated player, Tuesday Melton. That one's going to miss for ball 2 to Miller. Miller, business major here in the Hickinbotham School of Business. And that one will find the zone to even the count up at 2s apiece. Looked a little bit on the inside of Miller, but called. Strike 2. 2-2 the count. That one's going to be smoked foul. And we'll keep it 2-2 count. Miller with a lot of power in that bat. Led the team in home runs last year with 7. Has yet to hit one this season. Can hit that one foul. Stays a 2-2 count. Miller doing a good job battling with 2 strikes. That one's going to be low and inside for ball 3, and the count runs full. That one's going to be fouled into the net. Hear the screams from one of the Tigers. Didn't hit him, just hit the net in front of him. Still nobody out here. Bottom of the second inning. We're tied up at 1 after the solo home run from catcher Jillian Jones. That one's going to be hit. Grabbed by Jones, the shortstop. Throw is off the mark and not in time anyway. They're going to send Miller around, and she's going to cruise on into second base. Will go down in the book as a single. Most likely go down as an error as well. But it will be a single, so Tigers are now put up 2 hits here in the bottom of the second inning, and now runner in scoring position for Ouachita. That brings up Tuesday Melton. We just had one of the pitchers that hits, and now we have the other one on the Tiger team. Tuesday Melton, a freshman out of Benton, Arkansas. We'll swing and miss with that one for strike one. Melton batting .333 on the season, making just her second start of the year. 0-1 count here. Up high, ball one. Biomedical science major here at Ouachita, part of the Carl Goodson Honors Program as well. Set out of Benton, Arkansas, led the Panthers to a state title last year under senior season. That one's going to be popped up on the infield. Miller's going to stay put, and Cabana at short will grab it for the first out of this inning. Going to bring up Aaron Williams, the second baseman. Williams, the kinesiology major out of Stuttgart, Arkansas. Sophomore on this Ouachita team. First pitch they're calling, strike one. All speed there, got Williams swinging. Williams batting .125 on the season, making her 13th start of the year. The bat has been heating up in the last few games, though. Harding's had a decent crowd travel down from Searcy. That one's going to be left up for ball one. Williams has had a couple hit right down the line, down right field, one of which would have been a double that got called back as it hit the line, but was ruled foul. That one misses. Make it a 2-2 count here with one out and a runner on second for Ouachita. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike three. See, first strikeout of the day for Pistocachet. That's going to be out number two now. Strikeout number 27 on the year for the Bison's pitcher. Jesselyn Aaron stepping in now. She'll look at strike one. Aaron's a freshman out of DeWitt, Arkansas, batting .140 on the season. She's been a staple over at third base, and she's going to hit that one up. That one's going to be trouble, and it will get down. Miller was running with 2 outs, and she will cross home plate, and the Tigers take the lead. An RBI single from Jesselyn Aaron scores Madison Miller from second, and Tigers are now on top 2-1. It takes us to the 9-hole hitter. Kendall Moyer coming up with 2 outs and a runner on first. Moyer batting .304 on the season, making her 10th start. She trades out a little bit of time over and left with a couple other Ouachita players. So look at strike one. Moyer, the main slap hitter on this Ouachita team. Senior out of Lampasas, Texas. Also a cross-country athlete here at Ouachita. The 0-1 to Moyer. She's going to slap that one, but it will be foul. Into the bullpen. Strike two. 0-2 count on Moyer. She's going to have to battle here. That one's going to be popped up, and it'll go foul, and it'll stay alive to see another pitch. Said Tigers leading here 2-1. 2 outs and a run on first. That's going to be hit right up the middle, but a great snag there by Jones, the shortstop, to get that one. It was a good grab there. I think it might have clipped the glove. Festoka say not sure, but it was just slowed down enough for Jones to make that grab and throw it on over to Harris in time. But Tigers get 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base for the Tigers. They lead it 2-1 after 2. We'll take a quick break and be right back here with the top of the third on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Baseball for me just kind of was the glue that kept my family together. I feel like I was able to come here and get my triple major, as well as play a super high level of baseball against some of the best players in the country. There's a lot of options here in Division II with a lot of great ball players and a lot of great people, and they make sure that they give you every opportunity to succeed on and off the field.
On December 7, 2005, I was deployed to Baghdad.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field here on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. Madison Miller back out of the circle for another inning of work. Now we left him in the zone for ball 1. Facing off against Nicole Shano, the junior, batting .448 for the Bisons this season, with an impressive .486 on-base percentage and a .925 slugging percentage. She has 8 home runs on the season and 19 RBI for the Bisons. She's 0 for 1 on the day so far, but she's ahead in the count 2-0 here. Tigers currently tied for 10th in the Great American Conference in standings. Harding tied for 4th. That one's going to be left up in the zone. 3-0 count here to Shano. Shano, the junior out of Arizona. That's going to miss for a 4-pitch walk. Second walk of the day from Miller. Brings up Leah Harris. She walked last time up as well. It looks like we have a pinch runner coming in number 28, Macy Smith. Now we got the pinch runner situation straightened out. Facing off against Leah Harris. Runner shows but pulls back, and that will be called strike 1. Harris last time up, like I said, she walked, made it over to third. Harris, a freshman out of Duncan, Oklahoma, in Central High School. The 0-1 from Miller. That's going to be fouled. That'll be strike 2. So Miller already has 3 strikeouts on the day. Like I said, last year wasn't quite known for her strikeout ability. I have her, looking at last year's stats, I have her only striking out 31 total. 30 total last year. She's already at 44 on the season as that one misses for ball 1. So it's already surpassed last year's, in which she pitched 86 and 2/3 innings, racking up just 30 strikeouts this year. And 47 and 2/3 innings, racking up 44. Turning into a real strikeout threat for the Tigers. That one's going to be a little bit outside. Evens the count up at 2-2. Nobody out yet, and a runner on first. Miller getting the signs here. Miller shakes a couple off. The 2-2. That's going to be low and get under Jones, and that will let Smith head on into second base. Stolen base for Smith there. Full count now for Harris. The payoff pitch, hit, will be foul. That's going to be hit, and that's going to get down into left center and run all the way to the fence. And Hardin is going to tie this one up. An RBI double for Leah Harris. We're all tied up at 2 apiece here. Looks like we have another pinch runner coming in number 39, Faith Wow. Yeah, Faith Wow, actually. Chelsea Blankenship had the double back in the first inning. She comes in now with a runner in scoring position. Lays down a bunt. Miller scoops. Gets over to Williams. He's covering first for the first out of the inning. That does advance Wow over to third. One out now for Emma Curry, who struck out last time up. Swing and a miss there for strike one. Curry, the designated player today, coming in, batting .439 across 14 games. Curry with 5 home runs on the season. That one right into the glove of Aarons. Gets the run over in time. Great job there by Aarons, checking the runner at third and getting that big second out there. A fantastic heads-up play. Show some high softball IQ there for Aarons. Got it on the bounce, was able to check the runner a couple times and still make the throw in time. A great play. That's going to be hit right to Aarons again. Still step and throw to Holloman in time and out number 3. The Tigers work around the runner on third there. One more run does cross on the RBI single from Leah Harris. That scored Macy Smith, who was pinch running for Nicole Shano, who walked. We're tied up at 2 here as we're through 2 innings. We'll take through 2 1/3 inning. We get ready to head to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Tied up at 2 apiece. We'll be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
On December 7, 2005, I was deployed to Baghdad, Iraq. As I was searching for the bomb, the bad guy and the bomb found me first. After the explosion, I was left with a 1% chance of living. During my road to recovery, I had a tremendous amount of support from friends and families and the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes. The primary mission of the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes is to offer financial emergency assistance to veterans and their families.
Visit saluteheroes.org to learn more. The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field, getting ready for the bottom half of the third inning. Tied up at 2 apiece here. The Tigers were able to play 2 in the bottom half of last inning. Let's see what they do here to answer back to Harding's run. Due up now is 1, 2, and 3. It's Wade, Brown, and Jordan. If anybody gets on, it's Jones. We said Wade, the junior from Fort Worth. Getting ready to say, but not sure what all the conversation with the umpires was about, but we are now set to start. Wade flew out to center last time up. She's already made good contact with Pistoka Shea, who's back out for another inning of work. She's going to hit that one. It's going to get under the glove. It's going to be bobbled around and not in time. Throw gets away from Harris, but Cabana couldn't handle it. We'll see if that goes down as a single or not. And they're going to call that reaching on an error by second base. I think that is the right call there. Either way, Wade has found her way on base for the first time today. Beating on the minds out there in the circle. We're ready for Heather Brown to step in. Brown had that hard hit ball to first. Like I said, had a hard hit ball out there to first, but was able to get it in the glove of Harris. Take a quick break there for Maddie Terry to go get the elbow guard from Hope Wade. Brown, the junior from Fort Worth, or from Mount Vernon, stepping in. That one's going to miss. Wade does not go. She'll hold up, and that will be called strike one. Looks like they made a sub. I can't quite tell who the sub was. It's actually at second base, I believe. Now that I say that, that was a sub at second base, as that's now number 4, Madison Mann. So after that error, pulled, fouled right back into the net. Brown, like I said, junior out of Mount Vernon, Texas, Mount Vernon High School. Finance and marketing major here at Ouachita. Last year led the team in batting average, which was a .383. So slowly bringing that average up this year, 0-2. It's going to hit that one in the left. Bryce's going to have to come up, but it's going to get down, and Wade will stay at second base. Brown collects her first hit of the day, and Tigers have 2 on with nobody out here for Callie Jordan. Jordan grounded out to short to end the first inning. But Jordan's had one of the hottest bats this season. Jordan tied for second on the team with 5 RBIs. Looking to add to it here. Has a chance here. That's going to be hit. They're going to try to get the double play. They get Brown at second on the fielder's choice. Wade does advance to third, and Jordan stands at first. One out now, but runners on the corners. Jillian Jones last time up. Solo. Home run to left field. Comes in now with runners on the corners. Jones, the leader in RBI, was 8 now on the season. Call and strike one. Jones, a senior out of Inez, Texas. which is down between, I believe that's between Houston and Victoria. Might be Victoria and Corpus Christi. That one's going to be called strike 2, but a psychology and art double major here at Ouachita. But I've got to drive through Inez on the way down to Kingsville earlier in winter break. It's a 2-2 ball game here in the bottom of the third inning. One out here. Runners on the corners for Jillian Jones. 0-2 count. Going to have to battle. Pops that one up into right. Garrett comes up and gets under it. They're going to send Wade. A good throw off the mark. And Tigers take a lead on the RBI sac fly from Jillian Jones. That's RBI number 9 on the season for Jillian Jones. Jordan held up at first. Be out number 2 now, but Tigers do take a 32 lead over the Bisons. That brings in Madison Miller. Miller reached on and had a single and made the second on air last time, but she's going to pop that one up foul, and that'll head behind the new locker room there. You can see it on your screen right there, right behind the concession stand, which also got a makeover on the inside anyways. But a brand new locker room, much needed here for this Ouachita softball team. No one count on Miller. She's going to hit that one right up the middle, but it's going to bounce off, and nobody's there to cover. And that can be a 2-out single there. It might go. That should go down as a single, in my opinion. That does advance Jordan over into second. Like I said, that went off the ankle, and they're going to go check on Pistocachet. Didn't look like it was too hard of a hit ball. They will go down as a single, so another hit for Madison Miller. Head coach Ashley Reeves out there talking with Pistocachet and the catcher Blankenship. Just pep talk there. We'll get started back again. One of the umpires did just walk off. So we'll have a two-man crew here for a few moments. Not quite sure where he went. But Tuesday, Melton stepping in. She popped up to second base last time up. Steps in with 2 runners on this time. Called strike 1. One count on Melton, the freshman from Benton. Got her swinging at a rise ball there for strike 2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Tigers trying to add to their 1-run lead with a runner in scoring position. The 0-2 pitch. Good eye laying off there from Melton. Melton does have 1 RBI to her name this season. Just 1 hit on the year. Looking to make it 2 here. Going to have to battle the 1-2. Popped up on the infield. And the shortstop Jones hauls it in. Tigers played another one on the RBI sac fly from Jillian Jones and take a 1-run lead after 3. We'll take another quick break and be right back here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field here for the top half of the fourth inning. Ouachita leads number 24 Harding 3-2. Tigers also out hitting the Bison 6-4. Let's say update on the umpire situation. Looks like he wasn't feeling too well, so let's hope he does feel better. But it looks like we'll be running a two-man crew the rest of the day. Miller back out in the circle for another inning of work for the Tigers. Due up for the Bisons, it's going to be 7, 8, 9. It's Hannah Jones, Hannah Garrett, and Ashton Bryce. So 2 Hannahs and an Ashton due up. Get ready for the throwdown here to second, and we'll get the fourth inning underway. Hannah Jones, the shortstop, will be the one leading off. Jones is a senior out of Keller, Texas, and Keller High School. She singled and scored last time up in the second inning. So she is 1 for 1 on the afternoon. Does have a stolen base as that one's lifted deep into the center, and Heather Brown's there to make the grab. Quick out number 1 there. Not sure if you can hear the squeaking going on, but one of the things about Sully Anderson that I enjoy is all the dogs that get to come out here. I think one of them just had a squeaky toy. Very pet-friendly park here at Sully Anderson. That one's going to be hit. Aarons gets it in her gloves, takes a couple steps, and fires it over to Holloman in time for out number 2. Aarons has been pretty busy over there at third so far today. It's 4th one hit to her. That brings up Ashton Bryce. She had the RBI single back in the second inning. First pitch called, strike 1. Bryce, the sophomore out of Frisco, Texas, and Frisco Wakeland High School. Stepping back in here, Miller heading the count 0-1. That one misses up high. Batters are 2 for 5 so far today with 2 outs. That one's going to be lifted into right. Jordan gets under it and make it 2 for 6 with 2 outs for the Bison. That's going to be 3 up, 3 down. No runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for the number 24 team in the country there after the top half of 4. Tigers will hold on to their lead, and we'll head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Tigers are going to try to add to that 3-2 scoring lead. We'll take a quick break and be right back here in just a moment on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field, getting ready for the bottom half of the 4th inning. Due up for the Tigers, it's going to be 7, 8, and 9, starting with second baseman number 26, Aaron Williams. Williams, a sophomore out of Stuttgart, Arkansas, the former Rice Bird. Traded in the red and white for the purple, white, and gold. First pitch from Pistocachet. Low for ball 1. So Pistocachet, a local player on the Harding team out of Searcy, Arkansas, and Searcy High School. That one's going to be called strike 1. It was a good job by that Tiger defense holding the Bisons to no runs in the 4th inning, top of the 4th. That's the inning they've scored the most runs this season. That's a swing and a miss for strike 2 on Williams. So Pistocachet came in here with a 5.02 ERA. That's good for second most on this Harding team. Second most in inning pitches with 37 2/3 coming in. That's going to be popped up. It's going to be trouble. But Fraley is able to backpedal there and make the grab. Out number 1 brings up Jesselyn Aaron. She had the RBI single back in the 2nd inning. That brought in Madison Miller. She's come up here with 1 out, nobody on. Aaron's one of a few freshmen on this Ouachita team. Sent her from DeWitt. It's a trend we've seen this year, both for softball and for baseball just down the road. They are in Searcy to take on the Bisons. The first game tonight will be at 6 o'clock. So you'll have to go through Harding's website to find the live stream for that one. But Ouachita baseball on a hot start in the GAC play. This is their third weekend series, but through the first 2, they are 5-1 in the GAC.
Go,
Jesselyn Aaron stepping in. Undecided major here at Ouachita. That one's going to be high and inside for ball 1. Have to agree with what one of my good close friends, Ace Collins, says about undecided majors. Sometimes they're the smartest ones, as that one's going to be called for strike 1. As they waited till they got to college, took a few classes to see what they actually enjoyed. So just a freshman, nothing wrong being undecided there. She steps back in. Like I said, from DeWitt, that's 4A high school over in East Arkansas. That's going to be hit and popped up to Shano, the third baseman. Takes us to the bottom half of the lineup, or the bottom of the lineup here, and Kendall Moyer. Moyer, so the senior out of Lampasas, Texas. 0 for 1 on the day with a pop up to short. Came in batting .304. So this is Moyer's 10th start. She's going to slap that one. That's going to get over the third baseman's head, and that's going to be a 2 out. She's going to hold up there. A 2 out single for Kendall Moyer for her first hit of the afternoon. Takes us back to the top of the lineup in Hope Wade. Wade, the junior out of Fort Worth, Texas, and Fossil Ridge High School. She is 0 for 1 today. But has reached base once on an error by the second baseman and scored a run. She scored on the RBI sac fly from Jillian Jones earlier. She's going to hit that one, but it will be fouled down the first baseline. Be strike 1 on Wade. Wade batting an impressive .405 coming into today. Now batting .386 after the going 0 for 1 so far today, as that one gets called for strike 2. Last year was second on the team in batting average, batting .377, so she's hanging around that mark from last season so far. Missed the first couple games of the season, but bounced back after missing the first 4 and has been on a roll ever since. So this is her 13th start of the year. That's going to be popped up back into the stance. And I was going to see if the play was made, but it was not. It bounced and rolls back down here. Stays a 0-2 count here from Wade. So Tigers in their all-white uniforms there. You saw the little kid who got it from under the table. Fouled. Stays alive. Moyer got a lot of speed out there. Like I said, dual sport athlete. Also on the cross-country team, so that running could come in handy on the bases. Looks at Tigers in their all-white uniforms today with the purple script Tigers, with Washita in the swoosh that goes down under the word Tigers. Harding in the black jerseys with gold accents and white pants. Moyer's 2 for 2 on stealing bases so far this season. She's going to go there. That's going to be hit right into the glove of Harris, the first baseman, for out number 3. Tigers get one on, but can't do anything with it. So no runs on no hits, no errors for the Tigers, and one left on base, or one hit for the Tigers. But that's it. Tigers will hold on to their one-run lead after 4. We'll take a quick break and be right back here with the top of the 5th inning here on the Washita Sports Digital Network.
The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field here on the campus of Washita Baptist University, getting ready for the top half of the 5th inning. Due up for the Bisons. We've got 1, 2, and 3, so top of the lineup coming up. It's Madison Fraley, Nicole Shano, and Leah Harris. Miller back out for another inning of work. Tigers still holding on to so they've out-hit the Tiger, or out-hit Harding 6-4 so far. Oh, we got a pinch hitter coming in for the leadoff batter. It's now going to be number 30. That is Ashlyn Peterson. She's going to foul that one for strike 1. Shano was 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. So looks like the coach for the Bisons doesn't give too long of a leash here. The 0-1. That's going to be popped up and popped foul, a little bit behind that one. Peterson, a sophomore out of Norman, Oklahoma, Norman High School. Peterson has not recorded a hit. She's only had 2 at-bats so far this season. So this is just one of her third plate appearances, it looks like. That one's going to be fouled. She struck out twice as well. So that might fare in Miller's favor. Miller has 3 strikeouts so far today. Looking to make it 4. She's ahead in the count 0-2 on Peterson. So Peterson on the season is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. The 0-2 from Miller. Outside, trying to get her to chase, but she wouldn't go. A good idea from Miller. But a good eye for Peterson as well. 1-2 the count now here in the top of the 5th inning. Tigers on top by 1, looking to keep it that way. The 1-2. Up high. Ooh, Peterson thought she wanted to go with the rise ball there, but wouldn't go. 2-2 count here. Peterson choking up on the bat. She's going to choke back down on it there. Choked up a little bit, not much. The 2-2 for Miller. Popped up, and that's going to be sent straight into center field. Solid line drive there for a leadoff single for Peterson's first hit of the season. And they're going to bring back in Fraley to run for herself at first base. Shano stepping back in. She is 0 for 1 today with a ground out and a walk and a run scored. So this is game 1 of 2 today as we move the doubleheader to Friday. The first pitch to Shano Rashano misses for ball one. The 1-0 just misses. 2-0 count now. Miller behind. I know Shano's got to be up near the top of the standings in batting average. That's going to be hit straight to Jordan. Runner does not check up, and that will be out number one. Brings up Leah Harris. Leah Harris, 1 for 1 today with a walk and a RBI single. Coming into the day, Shano is third in the GAC. Coming in, this says with a 455 average. Runner goes, it's popped foul, so she'll head on back in. Like I said, Shano sitting at third with a 455 according to the GAC website. This is 3 games behind on the GAC website, actually. That's why that number is down to a 448. But still near the top of the GAC in batting. But that's going to be lifted. And they get down and just about ran into each other out there, but everybody appears to be okay. A little slow to get up. I think that's Wade. A little shaken up on that one. Wade appears to be okay. Said Wade has some of the most range out of any shortstop probably in the GAC. She'll head back out to her position. Seems to be okay. And it will be still an 0-2 count on Harris. Said Harris batting .414. That's going to be hit, and that's going to be fouled down the left field line again as Miller can't get there in time. Said Harris coming in batting .414, the freshman on this team. She's played in every game so far. Has the second highest on base percentage. Been walked more than anybody else on Harding at 8 times, but has also struck out more than anybody. That's going to be lifted into center. Brown's going back towards the wall and makes her have a few steps forward. Runner's going to tag. And Fraley will wisely head back in to first. 2 outs now for Chelsea Blankenship. Blankenship, she is 1 for 1 today. One for one. Also got out on fielder's choice earlier. Had a double in the first inning. Runner goes. Here's a throw from Jones. On the mark, just not quite in time. It was a solid throw from Jones, but a good jump for Fraley. And Jones is going to get one here soon. I can see it. I can tell you it's coming. So Blankenship in the count 1-0. Popped up, and that will get just out of play. And that'll be strike 1 on Blankenship. So Blankenship batting .381 on the season. Blankenship very disciplined at the plate. Only struck out 4 times this year. She's going to watch a beautiful strike 2 go by. Harding fans thought that one was outside. One to the count, 2 outs and a runner on second for the Bisons. That one's going to be up high, trying to get her chase, wouldn't go. Blankenship is third on the team in RBIs this year. Has a chance to add it here if she can well place this one. The 2-2. Right into the glove of Aarons, but it's going to be fair, is it? And that will be another RBI. And we are tied up at 3 here. That scored Fraley. The second double of the day for Blankenship. And we are tied up at 3 apiece with 2 outs. They're going to say that it was fair as it went over the bag, but Aarons knocked it into foul territory, so it'll go down as a fair ball. At least that was what the ruling was. And it will go down officially as a double. We're tied up at 3 here in the top of the 5th. A swing and a miss for strike 1 there on Emma Curry. That one's going to be called. Strike 2. The 0-2. Hit up the middle. Wade gets it. Takes a step. Going to be low, and it's going to get under the glove of Holloman. And that's going to give Harding the lead back. So an error on short makes this one a 4-3 ball game. Tough break there for the Tigers. That will go down as an unearned run. That's going to be popped up in kind of a trouble area. If Jordan gets under it, and that will be a fly out for Cabana. And that will end the inning. But not before the Bisons plate 2 more on the RBI double from Blankenship, and then on the error. And they now take a 1-run lead, 4-3 over Ouachita. We'll take a quick break and be right back here with the bottom half of the 5th inning to see if the Tigers can at least tie it back up or possibly take a lead back here against the Bisons as they lead at 4-3 on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane. Woo! You got this.
That commercial is not the case. It's not pouring down rain here at Sully Anderson Field. It is nice, sunny, and a fantastic weather there. You see you've got the dog up on the hill. Said it is some beautiful weather here at Sully Anderson Field. Spring is finally getting here. I think it's going to cool off a little bit here next week, but spring is finally on the way, hopefully. This is the weather you want when you're out here calling softball, especially 2 games in a row like we've got on deck tonight. We are here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Tigers now trail by 1 to the number 24 team in the country. Due up here is Heather Brown. It's 2, 3, and 4. So Brown, Jordan, and Jones do it for the Tigers. If anybody gets on, it'll be Miller. Solid part of the lineup so far today for the Tigers. That one's going to be called strike 1 on the fastball from Pistocachet. That's going to be hit. Harris gets in her gloves, takes a few steps, and gets it over to Harris in time for out number 1. That brings up Callie Jordan. Jordan is 0 for 1 today, reaching on a fielder's choice. That one's going to be fouled. For strike 1 on Jordan. Jordan, the elementary education major here at Washita in the Huckabee School of Education. So it's coming in batting .395. 0 for 1 on the day. But had one of the hottest bats on the team. As that one's going to add to it there. It's going to get lifted into right for another hit. And a one-out single for Callie Jordan. Brings up Jillian Jones. Jones, 1 for 1 today with 2 RBIs with a solo, home run, and a sac fly. Batting .270 on the season now. So Jones, another one of the Tigers that struggled in the first 8 games of the year when the Tigers went 0 for 8, only scoring 2 runs. Starting to pick it back up here, though. That one's going to be well inside for ball 1. Like I said, Tigers started out 0 and 8, scoring just 2 runs, 1 in the first game, 1 in the 8th game. Then won 4 or 5, then lost 3 straight to Oklahoma Baptist. Trying to turn that around here. That's going to be lined to the top of the dugout for strike 1 to Jones. But like I said, this Tiger team starting to get back on track as the hitting is starting to open back up. The senior from Inez, Texas with a 1-1 count and a runner on first. Squared that one up, but just a little bit too early and went foul. A large gap in left center. One-two the count here. Jones going to have to battle. The pitch from Pistocachet is popped up and right. Garrett gets under it and will make the grab for out number 2. Tigers need to at least tie this one up. For Harding, if they're leading after 5, they're 10-0 on the season. That's popped up. And that one will be caught by Mann, the second baseman. Tigers go 4 up, 3 down there. And that will do it for the 5th inning. Harding holds on to their 1-run lead. And we will take a quick break here on the Washita Sports Digital Network.
As a student athlete in college, I first got involved with the NCAA at the national level. It was through the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, SAC, gave me an opportunity to advocate on behalf of all student athletes, to affect change and to make an impact. The NCAA is giving the student athlete a platform to voice their concerns and to be able to advocate for what's going to affect their well-being. The policies that are being put in place are speaking towards academics, they're speaking towards well-being, they're speaking towards fairness, creating a culture so that the student athletes have the best experiences possible.
NCAA Division II offers opportunities to athletes of all skill levels. I said it's a great, I love getting to call here for Division II athletics here at Washita. It's always competitive, one of the more competitive conferences. I know I'm biased in saying that, but you never quite know which. Some games are going to go. Some of that can be seen in the GAC basketball tournament. We had a couple of 7 seeds upset some 2 seeds this past week as Michael Westbrook and Joey McWilliams are broadcasting those up from Shawnee, Oklahoma in Fire Lake Arena. Michael Westbrook, if you were an avid watcher of Washita Athletics, you'll recognize that name as he's our main basketball broadcaster. But he does a lot with the GAC tournaments as well. The shortstop, Hannah Jones, due up. It is 7, 8, 9. So Jones, Garrett, and Bryce. Jones 1 for 2 today with a single and a run scored and a fly out. She'll watch strike one go by. Miller out for another inning of work. Harding a little bit below their season average so far. They score just over 6 runs a game when you average it out. So just a little bit below that. Tigers have done a fairly good job holding it together. One of the things the Tigers have struggled with across the season, though, is holding those close games late in games. It's like last week in Game 1 against Oklahoma Baptist. Tigers had a no-hit bid going into the 5th. It was tied 0-0. That's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Before that no-hit bid was broken up in the 6th, and the Tigers ended up losing 4-1. That's going to be one of the key parts of this game, along with the offense that needs to be woken up for the Tigers at some point. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Drop third strike. Jones steps and throws it to Holloman in time for out number 1. That will go down as a strikeout for Miller. That's her 4th on the afternoon. And her 45th on the year. That brings up Hannah Garrett, the right fielder. She is 0 for 2 today with a pop-up and a ground out. That's going to be hit. Will be foul over to third base for strike 1. Like I said, that's one of the things the Tigers have struggled with, is that being able to finish games and hold on in close situations. We're going to have to see them do that here today, as they're going to have to come up big here in the bottom half of this inning. The 0-1 popped up. That will be strike 2, as it will get out of play back behind the visitor press box. Sounded like it didn't bounce. I think that one might have just got straight mud over there. That one's not going to be great to go retrieve. 0-2 count. That's going to be hit straight into center. Brown is right there to make the grab for out number 2. It was a solid line drive, but Brown, it was right there to grab it. Brings up the left fielder, Ashton Bryce. This last time up, these three did go 3 up, 3 down. Looking to do it again here. Bryce is 1 for 2 today with an RBI, though. A little bit high and outside for ball 1 from Miller. Miller's thrown 83 pitches today. 45 strikeouts on the year with a 2.32 ERA is what the updated numbers are looking like. Giving up 6 hits so far today. Hounds will be left up high. Walked just 2 and struck out 4. That's going to be fouled for strike 1. It looks like we will not see the same pitch hitter in Peterson. Fraley is in the on-deck circle for the Bisons. 2-1 count, 2 outs. Here is Miller wants a new ball. Trade him out. Still doesn't like that one. We'll see another one. This one appears to be good. Miller head back out, like I said, senior from Nashville, Arkansas, the former scrapper. Two-1 the count here. Let's see if the new softball helps her out. Low and inside, ball 3. I'll just inform that it is a scrapperette for the women's teams in Nashville. So the former scrapperette coming to Arkadelphia from Nashville, Arkansas. Thank you to Chris Babb for letting me know that. The 3-1 high, and that will be a 2-out walk back to the top of the lineup. Nashville is in the conference with Arkadelphia. So I know Babb has made the trip many a time over to Nashville. Been down there once on the way to Mineral Springs for football when I called high school football for the Bearden Bears. Top of the lineup in Madison Fraley. Fraley's 0 for 2 today. Her pinch hitter was 1 for 1. She sets back in. Called strike 1. Said Fraley 0 for 2 with 2 Ks on the afternoon. batting .266 on the season. Runner on first, 2 outs here. Top of the 6th inning. That's going to be popped up. It's going to be in the trouble area. Wade can't. Oh! Wade almost made the grab, but can't quite get there. Here's the throw. Oh, they called her safe. I thought it was in time. It was a good throw from Wade. Grimes is going to argue a little bit, but they're going to say batter's going back to the box. Said had the batter out of the box, I believe is what the call was. So, lucky break for the Tigers. As that'll pull that back. It should be I believe that might be a 2-2 count. Oh, just an 0-2 count now on Fraley. Feel bad for Brian Ramsey up there, the SID, trying to make sense of that one into the scorebook. 0-2 the count now. Fouled. So it was a bit of a slap hit there from Fraley, and I guess you just taken one too many steps outside or towards the front there, got out of the box. So good call there by the umpire. It's an 0-2 count still. It's going to be hit. Wade gets it, throws it. Not in time. Umpire with the delayed call there. Looks like he's feeling better. He's back out there. I just realized that. They're going to say she was out of the box again? Either way, it's an out. I think it was out of the box, so it counts as another strike. I'm not totally sure, but that's going to be the 3rd out, so I'm not going to complain about it for the Tigers. Through 5.5, Harding still leads it. We'll take another quick break and be right back here with the bottom half of the 6th inning on the Washington Sports Digital Network.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And welcome back to the Washington Sports Digital Network. On deck for the Tigers, due up for the Tigers. It is 6, 7, and 8. It's Tuesday. Melton, Aaron Williams, and Jesselyn Aarons. These three due up are combined 1 for 6 today. They're going to need to come up big here for the Tigers. Pistocachet back out for her 6th inning of work. That one's going to be inside to Melton. Melton has popped up twice today. Pistocachet has pitched well, giving up just 7 hits to the Tigers. A swing and a miss there for strike 1. Tigers need to add a few more hits here because looking at Harding's stats, when they are out hit by their opponent, they are 1 for 5 on the year, but they do lead it. So far, that's going to be a swing and a miss. So Tigers are out hitting Harding right now, but Harding does hold on to a 1-run lead over Ouachita right now. So Tigers going to have to pull the offense together here and try to avoid having to go for a walk-off situation. That one's going to be inside for ball 2. Jesselyn Aarons is in the hole. She's 1 for 2 today with an RBI single. Williams on deck is 0 for 2 today. Like I said, Melton the same way, the freshman from Benton. That's going to be foul. So good battle there for Melton. Melton, a little bit of unconventional batting stance. Like I said, I called the Benton Bryant softball game at the start of high school softball season last year, and she pitched fantastically and had a home run in that one, so I'm not going to question her batting stance. Choked up a little bit on the bat. That one's going to be outside, trying to get Milton to chase at it, and that's going to run the count full. Hey, Milton finding a way to get on base here would be huge. Like I said, Tigers, like I said, they've given the number 24 team in the country all they've wanted so far in game one. Oh, that's going to be called. Strike 3 on Milton. It's just the second strikeout of the day. The first one looking for Pistocachet. That brings up Aaron Williams with one out, nobody on. First pitch misses. And head coach going to want to go out there and have a quick word with her pitcher. Not entirely sure what this is about. No, like I said, head coach Ashley Reeves going to go out there and have a word with Pistocachet and Blankenship. I think with Pistocachet and Blankenship, that's the largest number of syllables you can have out there in the circle right now. And just like that, the talk's over. I guess just some encouraging words there. 1-0 count here on Aaron Williams. Williams has had a few big hits. Tigers need one here. That one's going to be inside. Ball 2. That one almost hit Williams. Tigers do have a lot of lefties. A lot of lefty batters anyway. The count to Williams. Williams, a former Rice Bird. Fouled for strike 1. It's going to make its way to the top of the hill. Almost make its way to Elrod Boulevard. The 2-1. That one would have been ball 3, but a defensive swing there from Williams, and it'll be fouled out to make it a 2-2 count. Williams getting ready to step back in. Like I said, Tigers need to get some offense going here late in games. 2-2. That's going to be lifted. That might be trouble, but, well, looks like Bryce, the left fielder, was playing in a little bit. And that will be out number 2. That'll bring up Jesselyn Aaron. She's 1 for 2 today with an RBI single. But she comes in with 2 outs and nobody on. Harding trying to hold on to their 1-run lead to head into the 7th inning. Now it's going to be called and strike 1 on Aarons. So Aarons is a freshman utility player out of DeWitt High School. Popped up back into the stands, and the play is made by one of the spectators who makes the grab. That will be strike 2 on Aarons. So, I'll call that one. It was on the, it still held on to it. I'll give him that. He held on to that one. The 0-2. That's inside. Got to be careful laying off those. Melton got rung up on a similar one. 1-2 the count. That's going to be hit up the middle. Charged at by Jones. She takes a step and gets it over to Harris in time. Tigers go 3 up, 3 down. And Harding will hold on to this 1-run lead. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for the Tigers. It's one of just 2 times today the Tigers have been forced 3 up, 3 down. Harding's going to try to add to their lead. Tigers still out hitting the Bisons. But we will take a quick break and be right back here with the top half of the 7th inning here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
And welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network here at Sully Anderson Field, getting ready for the top half of the 7th inning. Miller back in for another inning of work. She's held Harding to just 4 runs and 6 hits through 6 innings. So she's done a good job today holding the number 24 team in the country. Offense has just got to pick it up here after this one if they can keep this a 1-run ball game. Harding team, this is a Harding team that averages close to 10 hits per game. First pitch there did miss the zone for ball 1. That's going to be smoked into center. Brown's going to go back, and that one will be out of here for Nicole Shawno, the leading batter for this Harding team. That's home run number 9 for her, and Harding now up to a 2-run lead. Shawno right there showing why she is one of the leading batters in the Great American Conference this year. Leah Harris next up. That was just the first hit of the day for Shano. She'd been held hitless until that point. That one's going to be left up high for Miller. That was just the 5th home run given up by Miller this season. One-0. Called strike 1. The 1-1. That's going to be hit into center field. Brown's going back towards the wall. And she will make the grab a few feet from the fence for out number 1. They bring up Chelsea Blankenship. Blankenship, 2 for 2 with 2 doubles today. So Blankenship, so 2 for 2 with an RBI, 2 doubles, and got out on fielder's choice. That one's going to be outside for ball 1. That's going to be ripped foul for strike 1. The 1-1. That's going to be hit. That's going to hit the wall. And that'll be the 3rd double of the day for Blankenship. Brings up Emma Curry. Curry's 0 for 2 today, reached on an error. Harding on top by 2. That's going to be lifted into center. Brown's going to have to charge and will make the grab. And Blankenship will not charge it, or will not try to tag up. 2 outs now for Jordan Cabana. Cabana is 0 for 3 today. Oh, this is Madison Mann, sorry. She did get subbed out earlier today. I believe Mann is 0 for 2 today. She's 0 for 1. This is just her first at bat, or this is her second at bat. So Mann 0 for 1. 1-0, that one misses up high to make it 2-0. Coach Grimes out there having a quick word with his pitcher. Madison Miller in the circle. Haven't been able to tell if there's anybody in the dugout. Melton was warming up alongside Miller today. But I think this game is going to be Miller's to finish. And that's looking like it will be the case. The 2-0 pitch from Miller. In the dirt, ball 3. That one's going to be popped up. Wade's going to have to go back, and she will make that grab for out number 3. They do get 1 run on 2 hits, and they will leave a runner stranded on base. No errors that time for the Tigers. Harding leads it by 2 now. We head to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Last chance for the Tigers coming up here when we come back on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Considering an online pharmacy? Explore BeSafeRx to find useful information and resources to help you purchase medicines safely online. A safe online pharmacy requires a doctor's prescription, has an address in the United States, has a licensed pharmacist, and is licensed by a state pharmacy board. It's best to stay away from online pharmacies that don't meet these criteria. Discover more helpful tips and resources at BeSafeRx. Go to fda.gov/BeSafeRx.
And welcome back to Sully Anderson Field. Tigers down to their last 3 outs. Bison's on top by 2. Bisons are 7-0 when leading after 6. Tigers going to try to break that here. Due up for Ouachita. It's going to be 9-1-2. So it's a solid part of the lineup here for Ouachita. Moyer's 1 for 2 today. Wade's reached once. Brown's reached once. So there's going to be a portion of the lineup that's going to get the Tigers a chance to walk this one off. It's going to be this one. Tigers have showed resilience in earlier games. Moyer, the senior out of Lampasas, Texas, will foul the first pitch off for strike 1. Accounting and finance major here at Ouachita. And also the cross-country runner. Cross-country had a good season this year. They're transferring over into track and field season, but Moyer head on over here to Sully Anderson Field for softball. That one's going to be fouled for strike 2 down the first baseline. Moyer a little bit early on that one to pull it that far over. Now Moyer's going to have to battle with 2 strikes. The 0-2 Hit right. Up the middle is going to bounce off the glove. She's going to have to run it out, and she will get there in time. As Pistokeshay couldn't quite handle it. We'll see if they give her. They're going to give her a single for Kendall Moyer. So leadoff base runner here for the Tigers. Takes us back to the top of the lineup. Hope Wade due for a hit. She's been held hitless today. She's 0 for 3. Reached on an error back in the third. Wade came in batting .405. Struggled a little bit so far against Pistokeshay. She's going to hit that one up the middle. They're going to try to turn 2, but it's going to be kicked around. And the Tigers plate 2 now. It got kicked by Mann out at second base. And couldn't quite handle it. Now 2 on for the Tigers here. The tying run on second, the go-ahead run now at the plate. And it looks like we will have a meeting out there in the circle. It's getting interesting here at Sully Anderson Field. Like I said, I'm not sure they're going to pull. I don't think they're going to pull Pistokeshay here. I think the Coach Reeves is telling them, hey, y'all are number 24 in the country for a reason, 13-5 on the year. Y'all can handle this. Just settle in and get the outs. Which, in our case, or for my case, I hope doesn't happen for Ouachita. But I'm sure that's probably about what that infield meeting was about. But Heather Brown steps in. She is 1 for 3 today. She reached and got out on a fielder's choice, so she singled back in the third. Brown's been hitting it pretty hard over towards right field today. I'm surprised they don't have a shift on her. That one's going to hit her, and that's going to load the bases with nobody out for Ouachita. A great job there for Brown staying in there. That's just the second hit batter, or third time she's been hit this season. The 5th one by Pistokeshay, and that's going to load the bases for Callie Jordan. Jordan is 1 for 3 today. Reached on a fielder's choice. And also had a single today. So Jordan, a bat you want to have up here with no outs and the bases loaded. That's going to be hit up the middle. Harris is going to handle it. They're going to go home with it. They're going to get the force out at home for out number 1. Moyer gets out going home. Bases will remain loaded for Jillian Jones. Jones is 1 for 2 today with 2 RBIs, a solo home run, and a sac fly. Jones could come up big here for the Tigers. The senior from Inez, Texas. We'll watch strike 1 go by. 1 out, bases loaded for the Tigers. They trail by 2. The winning run standing on first base in Callie Jordan. The tying run on second in Heather Brown. The 0-1. That's going to be popped up. And Jones will grab that one for out number 2. Madison Miller stepping in now. 2 outs. Last chance for the Tigers here. They loaded the bases with no outs and have gotten 2 in a row here. Madison Miller. Miller is 2 for 3 today. Solid bat to have the plate. Led the team in homers last year. A big hit here could seal it for the Tigers. That's going to be popped up, and Pistokeshay will get under it and make the grab. Tigers had the chance there, but couldn't get it done. They loaded the base with nobody out, and 3 quick straight outs ends game number 1. Harding holds on to defeat the Tigers 5-3 in game 1 of today's doubleheader. Tough break there for the Tigers as they had the chance to tie it up or win it there at the end, but could not get it done. They'll have another chance. They'll have a chance to come back and even the series in about 30 minutes here after this one. Like I said, final score 5-3. It's only the second time this year Harding has been out hit and still won the ball game. Tough break for the Tigers there, but that will do it for the first game of this weekend series and the first game of tonight's doubleheader. Game 2 will start in about 30 minutes. We'll take a break. It'll be on a separate stream here. So I'm Matthew Branch. Thank you to the crew working today. I'll be sure to get all their names for the second game later in a little bit. Thank you all for tuning in to Game 1. We'll be back here in about 30 minutes on the Washington Sports Digital Network.